What's happening? This is the Tap In Podcast. We are live inside the Tap In studio, man. I got a special guest in the building. The special guest, yes. Second time back. I had to have you back. You know what I mean?
Second time.
Miss Tiffany Marsh, man. How you doing?
Good. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Good.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you for coming back.
You be telling people my whole name, and I know it's out there.
T Marsh.
Thank you. Because you just be telling everybody, just look her up. Her social is this. Her date of birth is this. Like, let them know who I am.
Yo, T Marsh. I love it. Okay. How you doing?
I'm good. Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. After you came and ripped when I was doing the Tap Ins studios, the music side of it, you came in and ripped that.
It was fun.
I was like, man.
Too much fun.
I slept on her. I did. Because I was like, she is killing it. Why I don't know more about her? Like,
listen, say it again, because they need to hear that. Why they don't know?
That's right. That's what I'm saying. And
tap in.
That's why I was like, I gotta have you back, man.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. So I want to start from the very beginning. Where are you from?
I am from Houston. Thank you for asking me that.
Okay.
So I am from Houston, actually. And I've been in Dallas about five and a half years now.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. What made you move from Houston?
You know, crazy thing. At the time, I was working for a company. The company relocated the corporate office to Frisco. So that's how I came. I came out here for my job. I relocated with my job. My job offered me another opportunity. And I came and went to Frisco. And that was the first time I had ever heard of Frisco, Texas. And I was like, what was going on here? Had been there, visited there, was out there for a month, didn't realize how close proximity I was to the Cowboys, to the AT&T and all of that good stuff right there in the Star. So yeah, I've been out here ever since.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Okay, and when did you start singing? Because if y'all don't know, T Marsh is a dope R&B singer.
Thank you.
When did you start? When did you even know that you could sing?
So I've been singing all my life, right? I've been singing all my life. I've been singing church choirs. I've been ministering music at my church back at home in Houston for years, since I was,
Really?
high school and all that good stuff. I did like some private events, like parties, all that stuff. 2018, I got invited to go to Berlin, Germany, to go out and sing out there. I went out there, and that was a different experience because that kind of opened me up to everything else. But then when I was out here in Dallas, during the pandemic, right? Everybody got creative. Everybody kind of tapped into their stuff and tapped into what was your happy place, right? What was your peace? Mine has always been singing. So at that point, I took that opportunity to start writing. So I got on an app called Voisey, started putting out little snippets. From there, I got invited to do come sing over here. They had open mic here, come sing here. And then pretty soon, hey, we got booked. So
really,
we're here now.
Really? Just like that?
Hey, God is good, okay? God is good. You know what I'm saying?
You said when you went to Germany, you got opened up to everything else. What do you mean by that?
Well, it opened me up to other genres of music, right? Outside of what we hear in the U.S. And I know that sounds crazy because we hear a lot of things or you have access to a lot of things. But to see it live and in person, and then also for me, being someone who, one of my first times overseas, let's start there. First time ever singing overseas, that's another thing. So you got a culture shock. You wonder if they can understand you, right? The language, because there's a language barrier. I'm in Berlin, Germany. You know what I mean? I can't even order my food without asking. You know what I mean? So to get up there and sing me and to not have to alter from that, you never know exactly how they're going to receive it. So it was unbelievable to kind of be exposed to that and see how people were responding to me. So that opened my eyes to just saying, okay, you might can do a little bit outside of church. You might can come from behind the scenes a little bit and do a little song. Yeah. So
was that a struggle from you from going from I guess church or gospel kind of to secular music? No. Okay.
No. So crazy thing, right? So to this day, I am minister music at my church here in Plano.
Okay.
So I am still active in my church. I would never not be active in somebody's church. I grew up in church, and I love God. I love to be in church. So, and I know that I'm gifted just not to sing one thing. I feel like God is love. So, it's funny that because people always ask me that, but no, I'm thankful that I'm with a church that supports me. not necessarily encouraged, but you know what I mean, supports me. I don't want to put the wrong message out there. Hold on, I don't want them to be like, wait a minute, she going to them, churches, because I know it's a whole bunch of them in 2024. It's not. I promise you, he is preaching God. He is preaching Jesus, but it's still a great thing to have that support, and they support me as a person as well as on my journey and to finding, myself as a person, as an artist. I still give God just as much as I give on the stage at the Freedmen. So it's no different for me. In fact, we've actually had snippets where we've been in the show, and the Holy Spirit, if you will have his way, and we'll kind of go into that. I believe in praising God anywhere. I ain't gonna never go nowhere I can't take him. So, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And I know here's what I notice about your style of singing.
Okay.
I could feel everything, every single word that come out of your mouth.
Yeah.
Like that passion, that like, man, where does that come from? Like
life. That's the best answer. That's the only answer. Life experiences, right? I feel like for me, and for a lot of artists, for artists in general, you are associated to relations. So whatever you relate to. And you can always, just in anything, how you used to be in school and they always say, when you have a project and they give you like an open subject, a book report, right? But they say, write on something that you're actually interested in. Because if you're interested in, you're going to give your to it. It's going to mean something to you. But if you're not talking about nothing that you don't really believe in, it ain't going to really affect you like that. But when you writing something, and you like, I done lived, breathed, and been, came out of that, oh man, it's a different thing.
Yeah.
So I'm very passionate about it because I write it, but I feel like it's also music, and I love music. So regardless if I wrote it, if I'm just doing a cover, I love music, so I'm very passionate about it.
Where did that music passion? Does anybody in your family sing? Does anybody have like a kind of musical background?
So my dad, right? My dad can sing. Now he won't sing, but he can sing, right? He'll sing if he in his truck by himself, you know what I mean? Like when we were kids and in the car with him, he sing all the time. But if you really put him on the front and be like, hey, sing this song, that man is gonna look at you crazy like, what? Now, that's not nothing I'm gonna do, you know what I mean? So he can sing. He's not a singer though. I know it does not make sense, but that's about it. I had a cousin, God rest his soul, he passed away some years ago, but I had a cousin by the name of Bobby Trent Simmons. And this boy, tough. Really? Tough. If he was still here today, man, I just know that he'd be already there. He was living in L.A. He was already connected with the who's. He was already doing, amazing work. And here I was. And
what's his name? Bobby Simmons?
Yeah. Bobby Trent Simmons.
Bobby Trent Simmons. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But he was really, really, really talented, and he could sing his butt off. So if anyone else, I may be connected to him as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Moms don't sing? She don't sing at all?
No, she ain't gonna sing. Nah.
Okay.
She a cook. She ain't gonna sing.
You got any siblings?
I do have siblings. I'm the baby. I'm
really?
the youngest, yeah.
Okay.
I ain't gonna tell you how young of the youngest.
Okay.
But I'm the youngest. You know what I mean? That used to mean something at one point in time. That don't mean.
Yeah.
Dang, that's crazy. That don't mean when life will have a way of humbling you.
Yeah.
And I just gonna humble right then and there in that moment. That's a true moment right there, y'all. Ooh, my life was just like, you ain't really the baby. But anyway, so I have two siblings. I have an older brother, and then I also have an older sister.
Okay. All right. Do they sing at all?
No.
No?
No, I'm telling you, it's just me.
Just
and
you?
They sung in the choir, but, no one was like an actual vocalist to, want to actually get out there and sing in front of the mic or nothing like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, I wish I could sing. Like, I'm talking about just
That's what everybody say.
Because, listen, I would be singing everywhere.
And then the crazy thing is, when you're a singer and then you singing everywhere, you don't want to offend people because you're like, shut up sometime. I know you can sing. It's like, I don't even go to karaoke because I'm like, why you don't invite me no karaoke? Because you don't want me to sing. What you want me to do?
They want you to sing.
Nah.
They want you
I come to watch y'all. I come to have fun.
It's a difference, though, because I know karaoke is supposed to be fun.
It is.
For people who really can't sing.
Yeah,
but every now and then, you want somebody up there that can really, like...
But you want somebody up there who you don't know, where you be like, I didn't even know this heifer could sing.
Yeah.
You don't want the singer in the room to be like, it's so much pressure. You know what I mean? It's just too much pressure. And then, nah. It's too much on the pole. It's got people that say yay and some people say nay. And it's just too much. I come to see y'all.
Yeah.
I just come to chill with y'all. I ain't come to karaoke. You know?
Yeah.
Not my thing.
Yeah, I love karaoke.
I love it too.
But I
other people.
always sing like the fast songs. Like what is my karaoke go to? It gotta be
What you got?
I don't know. It might can you stand the rain?
Ooh, and you say that's a fast one?
No. That's like if I got my boys with me, I'll do that one.
Do that one because you're gonna put the show on?
Yeah.
Period.
my go to is any Usher though.
Absolutely.
I do any Usher song.
You gotta do crowd pleasers. Because even if you can't sing, if you do a crowd pleasing song, they
gonna be with you.
They with you.
Yeah.
They singing for you.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you did a good job.
Yeah. Really I'm there just playing around dancing. That's
you did a good job because you had a good song selection.
Yeah.
That goes a long way.
Yeah.
It goes a long way. Even in the music, man. That goes a long way. Have a good song selection. Because if you don't,
they be like, what?
We know that you did it. Yeah. Just know. We know you didn't have one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, okay. And so how did you start? Because I know you got a couple different spots that you singing in Dallas, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, when did you start taking it? Because I know the music business is 90% business, 10% talent, you know what I mean? Fame, whatever.
Man. Yeah,
so
man.
what made you start really want to get out here and putting out music and like really trying to become like an R&B singer?
Yeah. So, really the support, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you can believe in something, but then when you have people that will back it, and it's not even so much as that people will back it. It's people that don't know you, that does not know your story, that don't know you from a can of paint, that encourages you, that literally pours into you and that pushes you and say, hey, you know what? You got me through some crazy thing. I would have never thought that, someone would be telling me that. I know like the CDs that I grew up on where I'm like, man, I remember listening to these over and over and over, and that probably did get me through some, back then because I'm a kid. Like, what are you going through, right? Yeah. Or at least at that moment, what you think is a horrible moment in life. And to say, now I'm an adult and having adults that come to me, all walks of life, right? You have grown men that are biggest, fans of mine. And it's so humbling to be like, that's the reason. You know what I mean? And then outside of me loving music, the fact that I can have that support, people can pour into me and I can pour back into them and encourage someone, hey, I'm all for it. I'm all for it.
You got this one song that you did on that day. It reminds me of a Fantasia, If You Don't Want Me, Then Don't Talk to Me. It reminds me of that.
Not If You Don't Want Me. It was the Will You probably, I'm sure.
Yes.
Because it's like, if you don't see me, will you see me, right?
Yes.
If you don't hear from me,
yes.
Is that gonna be the one that's gonna make you be like, "Down, I hear you"?
Yes.
But that's a real life thing, though.
Where? I mean, what was you going through when you wrote that?
That I was going through that. So I wrote that song. Honestly, again, going back to this app voice, and they don't even have it no more. It was a creative thing for people like myself, or artists, or people who wanted to be artists. You can hear like different beats from DJs, from upcoming producers, and all this stuff.
Here
like
in
that.
Dallas?
Everywhere. This was just an app. This was just an app that had just went crazy at the time of the pandemic.
Okay.
And so I wrote this. It was just a snippet, right? And I wrote it. I don't even think it was a minute long. It was probably like 45 seconds. And I just wrote like the little part of the verse. But that in that moment is how I felt. How I felt about who I was dealing with. Mm-hmm. And so I wrote it. I put it to a little beat, and I liked it, but I didn't think it was going to do what it did. And when I put it out, it started going viral on TikTok, started having numbers on Instagram. And so people started asking me, like, is this a song? And I'm like, I ain't even wrote it. Like, it's just a little piece of a song. But it forced me in a way and also inspired me to actually write it, wrote it, and put it out. The crazy thing is that song, that's my most streamed song to this day. And I put that out in 2021, maybe even 2022. But that is my top streamed song. The irony of that song, though, I recorded that song myself, not knowing how to do anything, not knowing how to engineer. I recorded that song in my living room.
What?
And I put that song out. I hate to tell people that, but I also like to tell people that because I feel like it's a testimony.
Yeah.
It's crazy because it's like, I would have never thought that song would be doing what it's still doing to this day. And that's a song that I did completely by myself, not knowing how to do a thing. I knew what I wanted to sound like. Yeah. I knew how I wanted to, hear it. Did it in my living room. No knowledge. On GarageBand.
What?
On GarageBand. I give you that one too.
Are you
I
serious?
did that on GarageBand. I ain't put no special effects to it. And the crazy thing is now I feel like I tell people, and I say this now, often, but if you go back and listen to it, you of course hear the difference. You can hear when my sound went from, a couple $1,000s maybe in the studio, that type of thing. You can hear that transition as an artist. But then you go back to that, it's also inspiring to be like, I didn't have nothing.
Yes.
I did that, and that's where
Yeah.
y'all love me from.
Yeah.
So.
And then sometimes that's what makes music so beautiful, because when it's so pure and just so authentic like that,
That's exactly what it was.
and
I
it's
kid you
just
not.
pure passion that comes through the radio. As a consumer, we love that. Like all those little tweaks and all those little, sounds, effects, and all that. Like that's for the savants of music. You know what I mean? The people who
You just want to hear it.
Yes. And you know what? I seen this quote on Instagram. The guy said, most people listen to music, but that's not how you hear it.
Absolutely.
You feel music.
Absolutely.
And I was like,
absolutely.
Damn right. Cause you don't you can hear it, but if it feels good, then that's like, okay, we gotta hit.
It's a connection.
Yeah.
It's a connection right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you going through anything, let me say this: if you going through anything with a significant other, a family member, anybody, go stream "Will You" by T Marsh.
Go do it
right now.
Go stream it, y'all.
And I'm telling you,
you gonna get through some stuff,
boy.
Listen. Perspective, okay? Perspective, baby.
Yes.
We all been there.
Did the person that you was thinking about when you wrote it, did they know that was about them?
The crazy thing is, I had someone who thought it was about them, and it was like, how would you think my songs are about you? I remember one time he said, and I was just like, in my mind, I'm like, you clown? Like, why would I? I would have never. What? But nah. I think the man. Hey,
That's
next
funny.
question, man. Nah.
No, go.
People will assume all that type of stuff, right?
Yeah.
Especially if you maybe dealt with them on any type of magnitude, and it's like it was never that deep. Why would I write that type of song about you? But no, I think the person who I wrote that song about, or more so inspired, I ain't gonna say I wrote about. But I think that person, they are very well aware that song. Was inspired by our relationship and what happened, what didn't happen, right? I think now I've gotten a little bit more specific, because if I write a song and I put it out there, it's about you, I'm gonna put it and I'm gonna make sure no, this that's who that's about.
You gonna actually be saying it, or you gonna just make sure?
I have.
Really?
Yeah, I just put out a project.
Really?
Yeah, I just put out an EP in February on my grandmother's birthday. What would be her birthday? God rest her soul. February 23rd.
What was it called?
So the EP is called From My Point of View.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a song on there called Reflections.
Yeah. Okay. And what's Reflections about?
Miss Carter.
Who is Miss Carter? Beyonce?
Come on now. All respects to be. Nah.
Okay.
She's Mrs. Carter.
Right. Okay.
I said Miss Carter. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you know, you know.
Dallas know.
Yeah. Okay.
Come on, everybody know. They know.
I don't know. I know.
But you ain't supposed to.
Why
it's all right.
Okay.
It's all right. I ain't in the business of gossiping. Okay. Now, if you knew, I would confirm it. But I ain't spreading.
So now you have me doing research, and I'm gonna be looking like, okay, who's Miss Carter? I'm gonna do some.
Yeah,
but that Reflections, huh?
This is a recent relationship.
Really?
So I know that everyone knows who that's about.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now I gotta go listen to it and see who it's about.
Hey, you gotta check her out, man. She's a dope artist. She's actually an R&B artist. She's an independent artist as well. Crazy thing is, she released a song a couple days before I did. We didn't even know, right? Because we was mad at each other. We wasn't even talking. Right? But yeah, that's for another time. R&B, man.
I know.
Music.
This is what makes R&B so good.
And it's great. It's so good. Because everybody think we beefing, and it's just like,
y'all not beefing?
I mean, we beef, but it's just stay out of domestics. That's why I said, hey, she used to say this, stay out of domestics. And that's all it is, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Go stream both of us. You know what I'm saying? Loveless Lane. And
Okay.
Reflections out right now.
Loveless Lane Reflections.
Yeah, that's her song, Loveless Lane.
Oh, Loveless Lane is her song, and your song is Reflections.
Yeah.
Okay. Should we listen to one first or second, or is there like a response to the other one?
Well, the crazy thing is, again, we were both working on music. We're both artists, right? Did not know that one was doing the other, right? I found out at the last minute that she was putting out an album or she was putting out a song. And so, yeah. I don't know. Go listen to hers.
Man. Oh, God.
It's good stuff. I promise you, man. Good music. I promise you. Like, you got to respect the artistry of it all. And that's why I just say, like, the art of it all, the drama of it all. It's amazing.
This is what I want to ask any R&B singer, right? Would you stay in a toxic relationship to create better music?
No. That would never be the aim. That would never be the goal. And just to be like that, absolutely not. Now, and a relationship does things, sometimes get toxic. Does sometimes, I feel like because we're human, right?
Right.
There's no perfect person. There's no perfect relationship. Therefore, I feel like there's times where we all can exude certain behaviors. You don't necessarily have to embody that and say that, for example, you're not necessarily a jealous person, but you can have a jealous moment, right? Mm-hmm. We're human. Yeah. And to say that you don't, I mean, I wouldn't trust you with anything because, this is what that is. We're human. So I wouldn't dare stay in a relationship for the benefit of having streams, music, because at the end of the day, because it is so close to home, it's so close to home, right? Mm. So you still have to deal with that when you get off the streams, when you get off a live, when you get through promoting. You still got to deal with that as a person, as a human, right? You still got to go through that, and that's still your life. So, yeah. I mean, I know that people probably do, but I don't think it ever will get that deep where I'm gonna just.
Because I think it'll be, one, it makes for a more interesting album.
Absolutely.
It makes for people, because people are nosy. So
absolutely. They want to know. They want to know. Why wouldn't you? You go listen to hers and they go listen to mine. Why wouldn't you? You want to know what's going on.
People want to kind of read in between the lines, and see what's going on.
Yeah.
And like you said earlier, when you speaking from something that you know, that you familiar with, it makes for that you're going to put that extra little oomph on it. You know what I mean? So I think it's a beautiful, I don't even know how to even describe that.
It's tough because you're right. It makes for great artistry. And any great artist that has written a song, if you put out a song and they wrote it from a life experience, whether it be from someone else's experience that is close to them, it is still something that is going to affect you in one way or another, right? Because even years later, when you hear it, you remember where you were. You remember that space. You remember all of that. You have things like a moment like this where someone asks you, what made you write that? And it's like, hell, I was in it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But again, even if you're writing that, especially about a current day thing, again, you're writing from something that you're dealing with or have dealt with. So it makes for a beautiful project, but it also is, your vulnerability. And so it's like, how bad you want to be vulnerable?
Yeah, because I think the one example I can give that I recognized was Usher's Confessions. When that album was coming out and he was going through that breakup with him and Chili, it just made it where it was like,
we want to know. Yeah. Everybody want to know because you associated every song to their breakup. You associated everything that you said. You read between the lines on something that you probably would have never did, and you said, "Ooh, you got whatever you thought, maybe confirm, whatever the case is." But the crazy thing is, years later, it came out and he said that it wasn't even about his relationship.
Exactly.
And so that's the thing. Exactly. People are like, I say that all the time, especially now.
Jermaine Dupri, I thought.
Yeah, especially now because I am behind the scenes of writing music. I always say, like, keep the personal and your professional, like. It's hard to keep them separate, but from a listening standpoint or a fan supporter, respect the artistry. And then that's it. You know what I'm saying? Because what you hear, you never know where it's came from. You know what I mean? Like, it's all smoke and mirrors. Like, believe nothing of what you hear. Yeah. Nothing of what you hear. And hell, don't even believe what you see. Yeah. Because people only going to put on what they want you to know, what they want you to perceive it to be. But the real truth of the matter is it be something totally different. So... you got to just respect the artistry of it and just enjoy it for what it is.
Yeah. Would you ever write songs for other people? Would you ever do that?
Yeah. I've written for other people.
Really?
Yeah, I wrote some songs now. It's some songs in my phone right now that I will not write or I won't put out because I've tried to like either record it like even for a reference track because sometimes I'll do a reference track just so I can hear it, right? So I can go back and critique it, see what I want to add to it, all that type of stuff. And then get in there and I'll vibe to it and I'll be like, okay, I want to actually put this out. But then I'm like, nah, because this ain't for me, So I wrote, from other artists. And I would, absolutely.
Have you submitted it to like major labels or try to even go that route? Or is it more just let me just see how this feels?
I feel like I am still, as an artist, learning every day, right? I'm still trying to find my way. I used to say I don't want to be with a label, right? Because I feel like it's so much that we see as independent artists that scares you even to going into that type of setting, right? It's like you don't even want to go into the big leagues because it's like I see how it's too much. I see what it is on our level.
Yeah.
Ain't nowhere in the world, like, you know what I mean, to deal with it on that level. So for me, it's more of like, all right, guys, so what's next, right? Is it distribution? Or are you saying like you doing good for how you are? I absolutely want to be established as my own artist before anyone comes to the table because I want to be able to have that and say, this was me. Like, with nobody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So and what's meant for you is meant for you. Like, and that's just what that is. Like you can't stop it. So
yeah. I think the dopest person that I know of that came from just songwriting first and then artist is Neo.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's the only person I know of that came where he was writing songs first.
For everybody.
And then established himself as an actual artist and a singer. You know what I mean? Neo is that person.
I probably got to open up my writing bag a little bit more because when I write, my writing is more, I don't say catered to or tailored to my life, but it's
Can you take a situation that you know of, like if you have a friend that's going through something and take it where you can write it into a song format, you can do that and be able to have that same passion that you have?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, because the imagination is powerful, right? So if you put yourself in that position or in that mentality of it, it's how you will react to how you will respond. What would be your emotions if you were in that? Especially if you're close enough to a situation to know the details. Oh, yeah, you didn't hit go right there. You didn't go right there because I know enough.
Yeah.
I know how I would have handled that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Can I get nosy?
Yeah. How nosy we about to get?
I'm about to get nosy. I want to get nosy. I want to know this Miss Carter situation.
Oh man, we going back to the scene, and I gave it. I'm the one gave it, dog. I'm the one gave it.
Because I'm now just thinking like, okay, dang, who is this and what's happening?
Dang, that's crazy.
So you don't got to give me the specifics about what's happening now.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me about y'all relationship. How did y'all meet? Let's go there. Let's go there. I tell you, I want to get nosy.
That's telling you right there. So again, we're both singers, right?
Okay.
We're both artists. And
y'all met doing the circuit, or y'all okay?
And around about, like we both were actually performing at the same open mic, Drop the Mic. They used to have, shout out to Ayo and Polo. They used to have open mic every Wednesday in Dallas, right?
Okay.
This was a big event too. They had everybody to come out, all the dope artists, people that were singers, poets, all that type of stuff. Musicians came out, vibed out, jammed out, and so you had some of the best singers coming in and out of this venue every Wednesday going completely ham. And if you're a lover of music like myself and most of the people that went, it's like you meet all these people. Her and I met there, right? She sung. And I was just like, who in the hell is this? Who in the hell is this girl? Like, and what is she doing? Because she would always get up there and it's like, I know she could, and she would sing, don't get me wrong. But you could always tell when she be in her head and be like, she holding back. And I would be like, who is this girl? And why is she playing? Like, so we met there, and we've done records together. We have, on my previous EP.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
and
look. Braze is going like, so you don't want to tell me, you know what I mean? But see, here's the thing though. Reflections, I don't want to put the image out like Reflections was a diss.
Okay.
Reflections, if you listen to it, you see it's not a diss. It's absolutely not a diss. It is more of just, it's a reflection. That is what the song, and the crazy thing is the beat title was Reflection. I didn't make it that. I just heard it, I loved it, and I said, okay, it's called Reflection. I'm about to write to that. And that's what I wrote.
And are you reflecting on things that you could have done better or how the relationship went?
Both. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
It's things that I could have done better, things that she could have done better, things that we could have done better, right? So yeah, it's reflections of her and I.
Good.
I know I'm gonna get a stream. I know I'm gonna get a stream after this. But I'm gonna get a couple of. Go listen to Reflections. I promise you gonna enjoy it. It's
okay. All right. Reflections. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I don't know. And so where y'all at now? Y'all just not speaking no
You
more?
talking about where y'all at now?
Y'all just not speaking?
Why you trying to tell everybody what's going on?
I just want to know.
I tell everybody, hey, stay tuned.
Okay.
The story is still developing, right? We still writing the story.
Okay.
You know,
right.
we have normal things, normal issues like everybody else, right? It is not always glitz and glamour, right? It ain't always unicorns and rainbows, right? But then there's also beautiful days, right? Just like any other relationship. So that's where we are.
Okay.
That's what we are.
How long y'all been knowing each other?
We have been knowing each other going on 3 years now.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. That's dope, man.
Yeah.
That's dope. It reminds me of Casey and Casey and Mary.
Listen, and I believe Mary probably was the abuser. Okay.
Okay.
No, Mary probably was putting her hands on that man, and y'all didn't know that. And y'all was taking that man's side. That's why that man was out there drinking every night. Nah, just listen, stay out of domestics. You feel me? That's why I say, man, it be all glitz and glamour. You just never know. You know what I'm saying? We be blocked on Instagram. We be right up next to each other.
Yeah.
Looking at memes together because I can't send it to her. So I be like, look, I be showing them my phone. You know what I'm saying? Like, stay out of domestics, man. We good. We gonna always be good.
That's what's
We
up.
gonna always be good.
So tell me about, I know you got Kiss that you perform at every Tuesday, right?
Mm-hmm. Every Tuesday.
At what time?
8 p.m.
8 p.m. Every Tuesday at Kiss, 8 p.m.
Mm-hmm. It's such a vibe too.
Okay, explain to the people who won't be able to attend.
Yeah.
What is it? What is happening on Tuesday?
So Tuesday you have
Kiss.
fine dining, right? So Kiss is already a vibe by itself. Like ambience is just nice. You have good food, you got good drinks. They even have happy hour until 9 p.m. I don't even know nobody doing that, right? So you have R&B music, live music with myself. You got MZA band. You got Dirt Beats there. And every Tuesday we put on, a show. R&B covers. We do some original music. We vibe out. We, vibe out. It's date night, ladies night, it's fellas night. It is just a good time in the city.
Okay. Is it just you singing or is it other singers or what is it?
For the most part, you'll have myself, but then we'll also have special guests every now and then. So you never know. And that's why you always got to stay tuned because we have people come through there all the time and you never know who's going to be on that microphone.
Yeah. Shout out to Dirt. Man. Shout out
Dirt,
to Dirt Beats.
That's my guy right there.
Shout out to Dirt. Him and his band. MZA.
Yeah, MZA, man.
The band is so dope.
Crazy. Shout out to MZA.
Yeah. I forget the dude name that be singing in the band too. He got a little beard, kind of brown skin.
He play the drums? Who be singing in the band? Let me find out. Let me see they telling on y'all. Y'all got other singers, MZA. And I don't like that right there.
Forget his name.
Because everything I got, I be like, hey, what's up? See.
I forget his name, but I know it was one guy. Cause I used to go when Dirt used to do like a I don't know.
DTX Unplugged?
Yeah, we used to do that. Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Maybe you did he have a grill?
I think so, yeah.
I think you're talking about Jay Carlos.
Yes.
Yeah. Shout out to Jay Carlos. He's another dope artist in the Dallas scene.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what other nights do you perform other than Tuesday?
Currently I have every Tuesday at Kiss, right? Every Tuesday at Kiss, y'all come out. And then I got every fourth Thursday at Experience, right? Over there in Carrollton, kind of North Dallas area off of Trinity Mills. Yeah, so that's ladies' night every fourth Thursday or every last Thursday of the month. Okay. For those who are trying to figure it out. Every last Thursday of the month at Experience. And then I just got Fusion Lounge over there in Richardson. Off of 75. We got brunch there now. So every second Sunday, starting this Sunday, so tomorrow actually, I'm going to be there with the band with MZA, and we're going to be doing brunch there every second Sunday at Fusion. So a couple of different options.
See, I like that kind of vibe where I'm just chilling, eating, drinking.
Got some good
and
music
got
in the
some
back.
music in the background
Listen,
for the ambiance.
what can you ask for?
Man,
What else? It's number vibes.
That's
Nothing but
what's up.
vibes.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Man, you know where I want to see you perform?
What's that? Come on, go on, speak it up.
I want to see you perform at the Lava Cantina.
Man, go, listen.
That's where I want.
I've been trying to get up over there. Listen, I was in talks with them with some stuff last year. Then schedules kind of got all, you know what I mean? And then I've been trying to get back over there. So I know that they typically set up their schedule like for the year, right? And they'll rotate bands out. So they'll have like 5-6 bands and they'll rotate them out. Every now and then, of course, they'll save some time for like guests to come in. Like recently, I think Case was there. But I've been trying to get over there, man. So you need to Q.
Yeah.
Hey, okay? The people is asking for me to get out there. I've been trying to get out there. Like, we ready. We been ready. Like, we'll tear Lava up.
Yeah.
We'll tear Lava down. You hear me?
Yeah.
I'm going to be all on the stage, off the stage, okay? In the balcony.
Love it. Lava
I need a cordless mic, man.
Yeah.
I love Lava.
Yeah.
Love Lava.
It's a vibe out there.
Always a vibe.
Yeah. I'm glad it's warming up because I want to go back.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that they were starting to do like the dual stage. So sometimes when the weather's not ideal, they'll put them inside.
Really?
Yeah.
Where at inside?
So you know, like when you walking in,
yeah,
and you got to go to the backyard, that whole little area where there's a bar, and then there's a stage. Yeah,
see,
they put the bands in there too. It's like a whole dance floor.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
See, when I went straight upstairs, so I didn't really.
Okay, yeah.
I
so
didn't
you
really
above,
yeah.
you was above everything. Okay,
yeah.
You come downstairs. There is it's still a venue, so it's still set up like for them to do concerts and all that good stuff.
Really?
Man, they don't miss no money.
Yeah, I bet they don't.
They ain't missing no money. Okay, rain, sleet, or snow, baby, we is here.
Yeah,
you shut that shit down. Right here.
So tell me, what's the I seen that you recently got your song on the radio. Yeah. What's the name of the song and what station?
So Good Vibe is the name of the song. That's actually one of the songs that's on the EP from my point of view that I released in February. The station is The Heat 97.3.
The Heat, okay. Yeah. 97.3.
FM.
How do we as consumers get your songs on more radio stations?
Yes,
what can
let's
we
do that. So you know what? We need to connect more.
Okay.
We need to start having events where we can connect with these DJs in the local areas and all that good stuff like that. But if you know anybody, hey, like reach out to me.
Okay.
We can get the information that you need. We get the records that you need. So you know what I mean?
Okay.
Start to rub these shoulders and all that good stuff like that.
Yeah. Cause I know radio need music to play. You know what I mean?
No, we need new music to play. They play music.
Yes.
We need new music to play.
Good music for good
we
vibes.
Need music.
Yes.
Cause that crap that we be hearing, I don't know. Maybe I feel like I'm getting older now because I just be like, what in the world?
See, here's what I had to. Yes, but here's what I had to realize, and I didn't realize it until I started getting to this media space.
Yeah,
those bad songs, people are spending money to get those songs played
absolutely
on radio.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And it take a little longer, you know what I mean, to get the real good songs on there that may don't have the money behind it.
Yeah, they don't have the backing, right.
It may take a little while longer to get those, but they can exist, you know what I mean, on radio. So
yeah,
we want to get good vibes. If you in your local area, ask them if you like Good Vibes, right, by T Marsh.
Tell them play it.
Yeah.
Call up there and tell them. And if they be like, they don't know, hey, it's out.
Yes.
Tell them pull it up. It's on Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal. They can even go to YouTube if they need to. Tell them they can pull it up. They can pull it up if enough people asking for it.
That's what we need to do. That's the campaign we on.
Yeah.
Good vibes on all radio stations, man.
Yeah, good vibe.
Yeah.
And even if not, stream. That's how you can support it.
Okay.
You support it by stream.
Put it on your playlist. How about that?
And listen to it. Yeah. Don't just put it on there. Don't just download it. Play it.
Yeah.
Play it.
I guarantee you'll love her songs. I guarantee it.
I appreciate that.
So what would you consider like, dang, I made it. I'm actually living out here from my craft. What would that look like to you?
That I can quit my corporate job, right?
Mm-hmm.
And actually sing 7 days a week. Right?
Would you want to sing that often?
I was about to say that's not ideal because you need some time to rest.
Mm-hmm.
But you get it, right? To be able to live off of just singing, gigging.
Yeah.
I love to sing. So that would be great, but some gotta support it, some gotta push it, you gotta have a budget from somewhere.
That means you gotta get with that majors, or
yeah,
you know what I mean.
Somebody can invest too.
Yeah.
Hey, this is good soil over here. This is good ground, baby. So you know what I'm saying. Get in while the good is good.
Yeah.
Don't try to come in later and see. That's how it always happened with us too, right? You know, Nike had it up, Google had it up, Apple had it up. Nobody wanted to get it, right? Because it wasn't that popular, right?
Yeah.
Now you can't go nowhere without it. So don't be in that situation because it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe in that. I 100%. I wouldn't have you here because this is the great thing about my platform.
Yeah.
Is I can have whoever I like on my platform.
Mm-hmm.
You know
Absolutely.
what I mean?
Absolutely.
And I wouldn't have you here if I didn't. And I'm an R&B head. I love R&B music. You know what I mean? And so I know good R&B music. And because I don't hear a lot of good R&B music nowadays. And it's maybe because I am getting older and
selective. That's how I feel like. I feel get real selective with what I like, what I consider to be quality of music.
Yeah. What's your opinion on this Beyonce country album? Do you have an opinion on it?
No. I mean, I think that she's, first of all, it's Beyonce, and I'm not saying that just because she's Beyonce. Let's start right here. We're from the same city.
Yeah.
Let's start right there.
Yeah.
I've loved Beyonce since I knew who Beyonce was, and I've been knowing who Beyonce was before. You know what I'm saying? So, her artistry, again, just taken away from anything else, you have to give it and respect the artistry. So for her to put out an album at the caliber that she's put out an album, and come on now, like what can you say other than do it?
Yeah.
Do the damn thing because you are. You know what I mean? Like, I think that is amazing. I think that her range is just sickening at this point. And she is basically just flexing and showing us and inspiring at the same time that don't limit yourself. It's nothing that you can't do, right? Mm-hmm. It's nothing that you can do that you can't do. And then there's also another artist like K Michelle who kind of tapped into the music
early.
Yeah, she tapped into the country music as well. And I think that she was received. She wasn't as received as the Beyonce. Now you gotta understand that Beyonce has that backing, right? And not to say that K Michelle doesn't, but it's just a lane for everybody. And I feel like that now has opened up for people to even say, I didn't hear what K Michelle did. People who didn't even know that she did country. It's opened up some. So you got to look at everything as a blessing and be like, take the small things and count the small victories because she put out an album, your streams going up. You know what I mean? You put that out, you know what I mean? Your streams are going back up because people want to now hear. They're going to compare. They want to hear what you did. They want all of it.
Yeah.
So good or bad, I feel like it's great. So I think it's worth applauding that she put out such a body of work.
Okay, now let me play devil's advocate.
Yeah.
How you think people are going, or black people, let me say, are going to receive Taylor Swift when she do an R&B, hip-hop album?
Right. So the truth of the matter is we are one-sided people. That's the reality. It's not going to be received, right?
Yeah.
It'll be received by, you'll have a ton because let's not underestimate her reach. Her reach is crazy anyway.
Yeah.
She has reach. So she's another one that's on the caliber of a Beyonce to where she's put something out, even those that are going to say no, you got enough yeses to where, baby, that don't matter. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Now, do I think as far as on our side, us, listen, I fully believe that black people, and they might have to edit this, we are some of the most racist people there is. We just don't like it when it's done to us.
We biased.
But we gonna say what? But here's the thing: it's not even about bias because one of the first things that they're gonna say, just like they said about Beyonce, is how she putting that out. She ain't black. How can she put that out? And she want to be black. That's gonna be the first comment that somebody that's gonna listen to it without hearing the art. Yeah. They're gonna be like, she want to be black. So you got to put the race card in there because we gonna throw the race card in there immediately.
Yeah. Yeah.
Immediately. We one-sided as hell. So. Again, it's all about how you view it, your perspective of it. For a person who just appreciates music, they'll listen to it and be like, I like what she did here. I didn't like what she did here. I thought it was great. I thought it was da-da-da-da-da. But someone else is just, what is she doing? Yeah. How can we cancel her? You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand, that's people. That's how we are. That is how we operate.
Yeah.
That is how we operate.
I can't wait to hear because it's going to be so funny to see the reaction of everybody. Because one, she's dating Travis Kelce, and then she put out a R&B kind of hip hop soul album.
Yeah, look how they did with Jack Harlow though.
I know Jack Harlow. I think it's
He
tight.
hard.
Yeah,
the boy's hard.
I think he's tight.
He hard. He come up on my gym playlist all the time.
Yeah,
you know he is
tight.
hard. Yeah, but again, you understand that there's still gonna be that group of people that be like, yeah, you know what I mean, they don't know that man from a can of paint.
Yeah.
You know, so
I seen somebody on Facebook says, why are they trying to push Jack Harlow on black people?
See what I'm saying? But again, and you just proved why I said what I said, because that is always going to be the objective that is always pushed into the room.
Yeah.
Because it's like, nah, we not. He's just hard, and they just trying to push him on everybody.
Yeah.
That's the job of the label, is to push and promote their artists. Like,
exactly.
saturate the market.
And Jack is dope.
Nah, he's hella dope.
I don't like whips and chains, but you can't tie me down.
Listen, his cadence is cool, but it's his tone too. You know, his tone is just real. Just you know, is you can get behind that because he's nice to listen to.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean. Like, you know, I ever heard somebody that's like, you got something, but your voice is
yeah.
Like even when people do features, like when they do, you know, back in the day when like DJ Khaled used to do, where all of the artists had about 6-7 artists on there, and then you all of this energy that come in, then somebody else come in, it's like, that wasn't a good
transition.
Because they energy and tone. Jack Harlow is one of those. It's like you can listen to him because it's like his tone is like, come on, kick that shit. Yeah, I like that. What? I like what you talking over there. Yeah, I believe it. You know what I'm saying? I believe what you talking.
Exactly.
So I like him.
Yeah. Shout out to Jack Harlow, man.
Yeah. Shout out to Jack.
What else you got coming out, man? What can the people look forward to coming up? I know you got. What was the name of the EP again?
So From My Point of View is out.
My Point of View.
Yeah, From My Point of
I
View.
know you got My Point of View out. Mm-hmm. Is there anything? Are you just promoting that right now?
So yeah, I just put that out. Like I said, I put that out in February the 23rd. So I'm still pushing that. Okay. Working on a couple visuals actually for that, specifically for Good Vibe, because I feel like that one and Reflections and Good Vibe, I feel like are the two that I want to focus on, and I want to have something out by summer, so that I can kind of promote and push out. Fingers crossed, I should be going back to Hollywood to do something else out there, but I ain't gonna really say exactly what it is. Like, I don't want to jinx myself.
Okay.
But yeah, a couple of things. You always gotta follow, stay, tapped in. You gotta tap in so you can see what's going on, because things change. You just never know what may be going on. Like I said, working on music, working on the visuals. I do want to put something out by the end of the year, at least maybe an album, a completed album by my birthday probably.
Okay.
And then I'm working on something else to go back to my city, go back to Houston. I just put, like I said, when I put out From My Point of View, I did a listening party here in Dallas, and I did one in Houston. Kind of like I'm coming home type thing.
Okay.
And, it was a great turnout, but then I also had a ton of people that was just like, I missed it. You got to come back. Can you come back to Houston, come back and do something? So I really want to put something on for my city where I can really come back and everybody come tap in and see what's going on with T Marsh.
All right.
Yeah.
Give your leave your social, man, so people can really.
Absolutely. You gotta follow me. Listen, on Instagram and TikTok, it is IAMT_MARSH. So that is IAMT_Marsh on Instagram, on TikTok, on Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal. If you want to search for my music in general, you can search T Marsh, TMARSH. And anything and everything should pop up. You can even go on YouTube, whatever you got, pull it up, share it, send it to mama, send it to auntie, send it to your ex, send it to your potential, send it to your sneaking link. I got songs about that too. You do whatever you need to do. Just stream it, okay? Stream it and support. Black people, we need to support people in general. It ain't got nothing to do with race. See how I do race in there?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to tell you, we are something else. You got to check yourself. See, that's right there. But no, we need to support one another. Support one another. There's a time and there's a place for everybody. And the moment that we stop trying to be in the next person's time, place, we'll understand our time and place, and we'll go much further. Support. Absolutely. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah, T Marsh, thank you for tapping in with us.
Thank you. I appreciate it, man.
Absolutely.
It's always a pleasure being here. Absolutely. I love the studio anyway.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yo, man, this has been the Tap In Podcast. Thank y'all for tapping in.
Tapping in.
Until next time, holla.